Yeah, it's different all the time, man.
What do you
I
mean?
love you, bro.
How you, boy, man? You good?
How are you, man?
Ah, I got to sleep here today, boy.
What do you mean?
I'm sick of it. Why not? Yeah, my boy, he's talking about, bro. Don't do that, don't do that to me. What's wrong with this, bro?
What are you saying? You moving in?
Of course.
Mm.
You know, I just woke up, innit?
Yeah, what happened? How come you were why did you wake up at 8 p.m? 6 p.m, sorry.
You know what I realised?
What?
Going to bed 8 a.m. right, as a kid,
Yeah.
and waking up 8 a.m. and get ready for school. That was learned behaviour.
Yeah.
There's no such thing as time.
Yes!
No such thing.
Never. Time's an illusion, bro.
My sleep pattern's crazy.
Watch this. Remember you told me about the trains and times and all of that?
Time was created for trains to be in a coherent timetable so it can arrive at the same time. In London, Sheffield, everything. That's how the clock was created. Time actually doesn't exist.
This is what I'm saying.
Just sunshine. Sunshine, whatever you want to believe in it, but...
So as long as you meet your deadlines and go to places that you've agreed to be on a specific time, what you do with the rest
I
of
don't
your
even do
time,
that anymore.
Don't you?
No, that don't exist. Today, if you never call me, I would have been at 9 o'clock.
But time actually, when we think about it, doesn't, because it doesn't exist. We've obviously created it as human beings for
Yeah.
society to function.
Yeah.
It's there as a social function more than an actual function.
But we do have to find the compromise in it. So maybe when it's your own time, you're actually free to do as you please with it, because it doesn't exist for you. But the moment you compromise it and say, I'm going to work somewhere or do something, you have to have an agreement between, even if it's, give me a window period of half an hour. So between 7 and 7:30 I will arrive. That's kind of lit. I think that's a lit compromise.
Yeah, I can compromise. Especially when there's money in there. I have to.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Of course.
So how many compromises have you had to make recently with the new jobs that you're getting? Because Specs, can't lie to you, you're lit, you know.
Yeah, you're killing the internet, man.
Yeah, you're proper killing it. Specs.
Refreshment. I feel like a refreshment.
But you know what it is, though? You know what it is, Rude? You guys know me, innit? And I know you.
Yeah.
I'm just being me, innit?
You are.
You know what I mean? That's the main thing. As long as I can be myself, that's fine. Sometimes I sit to myself, right, but people finding me funny. It's going to end soon. You're going to stop laughing, innit? So what am I going to do? But this is me.
Yeah. But do you ever get... I mean, you probably don't get worried about it. It's something to worry about. Do you think you ever stop being that funny?
Come on, Baba.
Yeah, you just slap his bum.
Nah, just the back of his thighs.
The back of his face.
Couldn't reach.
When we were in school, in high school. Oh my god. Like in secondary school, everybody used to kind of do stuff like that, innit?
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
Of course. We do that with my friends, man. We're free like that at school, man.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I ain't got nothing to hide.
Like when hide and seek shag, innit?
Yeah. You see that game there?
Yeah.
That is, for
Legendary.
me, a game that I wish he told me about 20 years ago. I would have played
Why?
that.
Where was you gonna play it?
I'll play my cousins. When my cousins come around all the time, I'll play that. You know?
Hide and seek. I mean, oh, we're going mad right now.
Of course you are. I expected it. It's Specs though. Specs is by far. Specs. I've actually known you since college.
Yeah, I feel like
I've known Specs since
that's
college.
it. Yeah.
And Specs used to love wearing shorts all the time, walking around Izzy. He's always been a loud character. I've actually never. The first time I had an argument, so bear in mind, I've known Specs since I was 16, 17, so this is years. This is over a decade now.
Got you.
The first time we had an argument was in Dubai. That was 4 years ago. And that's the only serious argument we've ever had.
That was a good argument, though.
It was good.
Why did you guys
you know.
have an argument?
I can't remember. I can't remember. It was just about communication.
It was communication to do with something.
Yeah.
I don't remember what it was to do with, but at the end of it, we went and watched football.
Oh, that was it. Poet tried to tell me.
Don't lie.
No.
Don't
No.
Don't lie.
It was me, Poet, Wheezy, Pep. We went Dubai, whatever, lived our life. And Poet was out. I was at the hotel sleeping, and I called Poet. Said, "Where are you?" He said he's with Mitch. Mitch didn't come with us to Dubai. That was the argument. Communication. You can't fool me just because I can't see. Can't tell me a lie. You know what I mean? I know which went there, but that's his thing.
Listen, your communication on camera has got better, but at the start, it wasn't always that great. So you say you're only being yourself, but at the start, that's all you was required.
Because I didn't understand. Because I remember, I was a PE teacher working with children. Offset used to come in. I used to have to present my gymnastic lesson, make sure that I reach my targets. Poet comes to me and says, "You know what, bro? Come on, fellas. That was the first time. Phil Fellas, come on, filthy.
But before you done Dr. Pole. Before that.
But you know what it is? I think, in my mind, I'm thinking, when Poet's saying come on film, I'm thinking, he's going to set up the cameras himself. We're going to sit down, and we're going to have 60 million takes. When I saw all these white guys behind the camera at the time, I'm scared now. You know what I mean? So now I'm like, Now I'm thinking these guys have come to watch me. So now I'm like,
oh, because of like Ofsted when you're used to that. Oh.
So now I'm not understanding. But I remember this is one of the best moments of my life. Was after that day we filmed Dr. Paul, I was mad with Poet. I blame people. If I make a mistake, if my car gets stolen now, I've got a cabin, I'm just saying, my car got stolen, I'm blaming this guy here. It's his fault somehow. It's someone's fault. I have to it's not just me alone.
It's a good thing to do.
Yeah,
blame
I'm gonna stress you out, Vuj.
Yeah.
Because my car's gone.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
My fault.
So I remember Poet.
I agree.
I was mad with Poet. I was like, Paul, what the fuck are you bringing me here? Can I swear, by the way?
Yeah.
Okay. But why the hell
really bad.
are you bringing me here for me to embarrass myself? And he was like, Specs, you don't see what I see. And we were eating, remember? And I was like, Paul, I don't want to do this. And he goes, you are. And even though that wasn't a good representation of me, I could understand why Paul still wanted to film with me, bro. Still wanted to, why?
And how did you become more comfortable in front of the camera? What was it that made you want to carry on? Because obviously you said you're a PE teacher. You've been living easy your life. You haven't really been on this camera thing. Obviously, you used to rap before. I've seen some of those they're absolutely brilliant.
We're definitely gonna go and start
they're
speaking
brilliant.
about that.
But how did you get more comfortable in front of camera? And obviously now having this sort of niche, but also you're like an infamous internet guy now. And I don't want to play. It sounds like I'm playing you down. I think you're absolutely incredible. You're one of the greatest things on the internet.
I love you, Vuj. That means a lot to me.
So I don't want to say internet guy. That sounds like
I hear where you're coming
that's
from.
not wrong terminology for me, but. Yeah, you're infamous now. I want to say infamous and an absolutely incredible human being. I absolutely love you. I think many people do. So how did you become more comfortable and carry on?
I think after, for me, it's all about, how, thinking about improving. So I think after I watched myself, I then started watching you guys.
Okay.
So watching Poet, Vuj, Mitch, Scribs, Bolt. I just kept watching. And I was like, I started picking up things, understanding, because it's a lot. It's not just about going and talking, it's timing. Even now, like for example, when we do our filthy with like 6-7 people, it's still hard because you have to find your little space, go in, step out, give someone else their space. Yeah. So I learned that from watching the best, watching people that have been like you guys on the screens doing this thing. So I said, oh, that's how you do it. So, okay, I'm coming. And then you guys brought me on the comments below at the time. So that's when I started like gaining confidence. Like, remember, it's like, I don't know, if you're playing for fucking Fleetwood and Liverpool, Man City come and say, come play right back for us, your game's gonna go up.
Yeah.
So when you're filming with the best, you know what I mean? You start to catch up, and it was just every time you lot were talking, doing things, I was picking up because I wanted to be better. And I'll just say there's this resilience in my mind, man. I just wanted to be better, you know what I mean? I wanted to improve. I didn't want to give up. But I did, obviously I came to you after that first episode, like, Paul, I'm done. But in my heart, I was like, nah, let me give this a try. Within yourself, you know what I mean? You have to.
And now it's kind of your full-time thing, isn't it?
Well, like now, honestly, I don't understand how I was a PE teacher. Like, and obviously with PE teaching or working in schools, there's like a goal. You got a reception class that, by the time they get in year 6, you want them to win flipping, competitions and etc. I left all that to come here and do the filming, of course. And it's good that I'm getting paid in that, but it's like, I don't know what the hell is going on. You see what I'm saying?
I'm like that a bit as well.
I don't know, like,
where's this going?
I can't see. Do you know what I mean? What's going to happen next?
It's unpredictable.
Yeah, but I feel like I'm doing one, I'm going, but it's like, I don't know what, you know what I mean? I don't know what the top is.
So let's take a look at this. Let's break down the path, because that is a very good point. I understand where you're coming from. I was there. I think a year ago, I was fully there. and I fully understand where you're coming.
That's a howler. That's a howler.
Liverpool,
That's a howler. No, there's a mistake there.
By the way, we're watching footy in the
Villa 1-0.
Watkins has just scored.
What the hell is going on?
But I was there. I remember when we left Copa, because you was in an organised environment where you didn't have to think, you just had to turn up. You got used to the mechanic of just turning up and not having to think. And then you put yourself in a situation where you have to now think about what you're doing and how that actually influences the next step, rather than just going in, filming and carrying on with your life. And then once I really deeped it and really understood what was going on, by the time COVID hit, I knew what I was doing, because now it's about what I want to do. And I don't need to have a 10-year plan. I'm not working in the West, like the business world. I'm working in the freelance world. So the money you make in that world, you have to have a 10-year plan, because you've got to plan how you're going to buy a house and do all of that. In this, you can make 20 grand from one job and chill out for like 3 months and figure out what you want to do as your next move. But so now it's a bit different.
But even I remember my first Massive L show. So when Tigo said, "Yep, he's coming," said, "Yeah, you're doing this Massive L," I was happy. Like, I didn't even talk about money. I was like, "Oh yeah, cool. Like, this is my chance to grow on camera." Then an invoice coming for Massive L. I don't understand. So I'm getting paid for this. Tigo's like, "Of course." This is like, Tigo's just talking. You know how he is. Yeah, this is the game. I'm like, okay, cool. So now, remember, I came into the game and money came straight away. So now it's like, all right, cool. Filming, getting paid. Oh, I'm enjoying this. Money's coming. I remember working in the schools or any other job, you're getting
whatever you're getting for the month. I understand where you're coming from. Then you get that.
Then you get this. Right. And then it's like, oh, okay, this is cool. You know what I mean? So now, filming. Then I'm like, hold on. I ain't sat down here and said to myself, Specs, what do you want out of this? Woo! You know what I'm saying? I haven't sat down and said, Specs, what do you want from this? I'm just seeing people say, Specs, you're funny. There are no rules, do this stuff. But I ain't asked me what I want from this. And let me tell you why. Because nothing makes sense to me. I was in jail 2014. I was a PE teacher, jail, and now I've come out and I'm this guy making people happy on camera. My life doesn't make sense, so maybe I don't need a plan.
Oh, I like that.
All right, Specs, let me show you why.
Same.
Maybe I don't need a plan.
Specs, let me show you why there is a plan, but you do need a plan. You do, because the beauty about these things is it's all the natural, like you're just naturally being yourself, which is working. But that's not a strategic plan for life. No one's that special. Like eventually you need to sort of figure out what you're doing. Do you know what I mean? So I would say possibly for you, but with where you've come from, the reasons why you can come out of jail and be a success, because the world that you're from, most people do that. I can give you 20 examples of people that have come out of jail, and in other worlds, I don't know what it's like. But in this one, you can do that. That's why it happens. You came out of jail, and there's one thing that happened that I think is incredible. Absolutely incredible. And it's when I was in Germany, and Vuj noticed something, and Vuj just made something happen.
What was that?
In Germany, you just made something happen.
I was.
So I'm gonna let Vuj say what he made happen.
I was at home, and you called me.
No, but Vuj,
this is a big phone call.
But what did you notice before that anyway, for that to happen, and then you can just say, "Yo, what happened from there?"
What did I notice about Specs?
No, remember we're there. I remember not even thinking for 1 second anything about the DJ. He was just a bit weird, and then all of a sudden, this situation's happened where it's. Me and you were talking about Specs. What even happened, Vuj? I don't really remember.
I don't even remember. So what you're trying to... that situation was, so we had to introduce the Bayern Munich team for the what season?
2015, 16?
Yeah, Renato Sanchez.
We introduced the whole Bayern Munich team, their new team for the season on Facebook Live. Yeah. And I think they were saying they needed music, and I was like, oh, just bring Specs. Let's just tell them to bring Specs. And then they were like, oh, you got a friend called... I was like, yeah, Specs. Let's bring Specs.
Because we had a DJ the day before. I remember him. And I was just like, oh... So I didn't even know there was a change of DJ until you informed me that, I think we can change the DJ. Yeah,
and I was like, no, let's bring Specs, make it more authentic.
Specs came. That phone call was mad.
Was that like one of your first things you did?
Of course.
Come on, that's what I'm saying to you. It was mad.
I forgot about that.
This is what I want to say.
So where was you? Yeah, where was you when that happened though?
I was at home. I was at home doing the chores in the house. Vuj called me. This phone call was crazy because it's Vuj, and I'm thinking, rah. I need to ask this. Everyone in the house needs to stop talking. Vuj, what are you saying, bro? What are you doing tomorrow? I love that. I love that one. There's certain people when they say to what you're doing tomorrow, I know. Okay, this is good. Yeah. So he's like, I said, nothing, man. What's up? He goes, basically, we need a DJ for the Bayern Munich football team, but it's in Germany. Remember, I don't like flying.
Yes, I remember.
I am scared of airplanes because I used to watch.
Crash Investigation.
Yeah, I used to watch
on what channel?
National Geographic. No.
Discovery Bravo. Is it Bravo? No. One of those channels.
I used to watch this in Serbia and I used to be so shook of flying.
Is it?
One of them channels.
One of them channels.
Viasat.com. Those like...
When they get the actors in the plane to do all this stuff. That traumatized me. Yeah? Traumatized me. So I do not like flying. So when I heard this, I said, Bayern Munich. At the time, you know they had as manager?
Was that Ancelotti?
Ancelotti.
Yeah, we introduced him, innit? Yeah.
So in my head,
Which is an OG fan.
Yeah.
Which is a G fan.
But you never told me that I was going to actually be on set on TV meeting Ancelotti. I just thought I was just going to go.
But you know why though?
It was bigger.
It was normal to me in Vuj by then. That was so normal. Like I remember the first time I had to do something, and it was mad. But then by then we've done it by 2016. Bear in mind, me and Vuj have gone America, we've gone Brazil, we've just come back from the Euros. So me saying to you, "Yo, come chill with the Bayern Munich team," it's like everyone's going to be there. Obviously, like for me, I had now seen what the job was, so this was normal. So. That's why I didn't tell you. I didn't know.
So like, how did you find it then? So what made you say, I'm going to fly to Germany? What was the next?
It was like, for me, it was like, that's an opportunity. There's some opportunities when you get that phone call, you just can't say no. You're stupid to say no. I don't care what you're doing. I don't care if it's Issues' funeral and I missed his wedding, by the way. I am going. And the thing is, remember, I love football. I played Football Manager my whole life. I want to, if I shake, let's say, Boateng's hand, let's say, that's enough for me. But when I come there, and it was obviously bigger than what you said on the phone, because you lot were just, just organic with it. Got there and you lot are doing a live show, and Ancelotti comes out, you talk to Muller, Lewandowski, and they're all just there. That for me was like, remember, I'm behind the decks, and I'm not thinking about the tunes to play. I'm thinking about how you guys, and why are you guys so relaxed with the whole Bayern Munich team. So I'm looking like, you know what? If Poet said Specs, come here and chat, I would have had a howler because you see the nerves.
We called you though.
Yeah, you did, but obviously I was pretending that I don't speak the language. But for me, I don't know how you guys were so relaxed. But like you said, because you were so experienced, I picked up from like. I remember I'm watching, learning, thinking, nah, look at the way they're just doing 1-2s. Ancelotti's involved. I played the Ancelotti, the Italian Mafia music when he come out.
Yeah, cool. I remember that moment now.
I don't. You know what? I don't need to plan for nothing, man. I'm done. Let me die tomorrow. I'm done. Honestly, I'm done. No, Paul, I'm done. I'm done, bro. I'm done. That's enough. What else?
You got paid, right?
Huh?
And you got paid?
Of course.
Yeah.
Of course.
Wonderful. I forgot that moment we introduced the whole. Bruv, you know when you just forget how many things you've done in life, we've done, everyone's done.
Yeah, I went through it because the tax man came for me. Because I didn't pay tax. I haven't paid tax since all this stuff. I didn't know about how some. Yeah, allegedly. So when I saw that Bayern Munich check, I said to myself, "Jeez, amazing." So I'm lucky to meet you two. Honestly, I'm very, very lucky. But in return, I'm not giving you guys anything back.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's no rules.
I like that as well because I feel like you know what's nice. I don't want anything back from you because. Why would I want anything back?
Listen,
do you know what I mean? Like
when I get married, you guys will definitely come be best man, and it'll be a better wedding than someone else's.
I forgot about that situation.
So what's wedding? Oh, the other situation. Oh yes.
No, I'm not.
The journey has been amazing.
Yeah. Now I feel like now you're sort of everywhere.
But that's the thing. But now,
JD Sports,
but
social media.
It's experience. For me, it's experience. Like now, I've seen the Arsenal team, and for me, it was like cool. Do you know what I mean?
How did you find out this? Obviously, you were nervous at the beginning. You met Bayern, obviously the whole Bayern Munich team. Poet slowly gets you on Filthy Fellas after that as well. You're sort of, you're becoming more popular. Did you then become less nervous meeting football players?
Definitely.
Now you're just sort of.
I just stopped caring. I realised fear doesn't exist. I realised it's cool. Innit? Yeah, because the fear comes. Yeah. Fear is you overthinking. Bayern Munich and Germany, I'm on a plane thinking to myself, right, this plane's gonna drop anytime soon. That's
you've been
number one.
watching Air Crash
Because I'm watching Air Crash
Yeah.
investigation.
Same. The black box. What happens if the black box crashes? They don't even know if the pilot said anything. And then what?
So that was my
The
thing.
Malaysia thing. What? Where's the plane? No one knows.
This
Where
is
are
my
you
brain.
gone?
This is my brain telling me all this
mad.
stuff.
No, but if you watch all these things, so that's how I think about everything. Like everything that's happening on TV these days. Let's not go into it too much. But
You know how I mean, our WhatsApp is mad right now.
yeah, it's a bit mental.
Yeah, you know what I mean?
And you're wondering why are they telling me this fear?
But apply that
But
same
anyway.
thought you said to
Now.
fear and make sure you don't box yourself in with I don't need a plan. Because sometimes all you know is what you know until someone presents you something new.
Okay, but watch this. I want to tell you this here. This is me being serious at level 11. Yeah? Uncle came from Africa the other day.
Wicked.
Yeah.
He said, he seen me in Africa. You know, the internet, the Wi-Fi is good over there now. Oh, penalty. No. He said to me, what do you do? What is your job?
I get that a lot. I don't know what to say.
Paul? I looked at him for time. I didn't know what to say. I said, hold on. 3 years I've been doing this now. I don't know what I am.
Do you know
What,
you
am
are?
I an influencer?
Do you know you are? No. Do you know you
Entertainer?
are? No.
Public figure?
No.
Media consultancy?
But no.
Public figure.
You've already told everyone what you are.
I'm Specs.
Yeah.
You can't say to an African I'm Specs.
But do you know what?
They'll figure these.
I know. I'm Jamaican. Remember how long I was trying to say to my mum, I'm poet? And she's saying to me, yeah, but what's your job? Everything's crazy till it's not crazy.
It's true.
Specs ain't crazy no more. Specs picked up a check from Bayern Munich to go and talk to Ancelotti, someone he had only met previously in a football management game. So what if it doesn't make sense to your uncle that's come from Africa? That's cool. You're not involved in what's happening because you are doing what you're doing. He's doing what he's doing. Everyone's happy.
But here you on the plan thing though. I never really had a plan. Came into it without a plan. Things just unfolded. Things kept unfolding.
Yeah, but then
Still unfolding.
if you ever
You know
think
what I'm
like
saying?
that, then you're not paying homage to what's happening.
Yeah.
It's not there is. It's true. He's not paying homage to what's happening.
No,
you can
plans
say,
do matter.
I'm so
I think
happy I
plans
met
definitely
Vooch.
matter.
Because I've always said, if you don't have a plan, you're part of somebody else's plan. But if you give off good energy, the plans
that's
you're a
it.
part of are just good people's plans.
Yeah, that's true.
So because me and you are brethren, you may not have it sussed out, but you know what's so sick? Because I've introduced you to Vooch and he's a good person, why don't you call Specs to do the thing? It helps you come into this world.
all organic,
You never
though. It
had a
wasn't
plan to
planned,
be in
though.
that plan. You never planned to be in it. But because you have good friends, you give off good energy. They put you part of their plan, and then what happens is now their plan has become your plan, and now you being Specs is your profession. But if you never had me and Vooch, I'm not saying it wouldn't have happened. But there's no guarantee it would have happened. But if you recognised how good you were and you could actually do this, you wouldn't have needed me and Vooch. So what I'm saying to you is, you only know what you know until someone shows you something different. So I think you should now, from this moment forth, acknowledge what happens without a plan and think, imagine I had a plan as well. Now I'm getting to do what I want to do, and then all of the wonderful things that happen off the fact of knowing great people, I get them luxuries as well. Right now you're only getting one batch of luxuries. You're denying yourself another batch.
I don't know. I feel like...
And I know you don't know, but it's because I do. For example, I'll tell you whether you can include this or not by Wednesday. But I got a mad offer the other day. But you know what the beautiful thing about it was? And I showed it to Vooch. You know what the beautiful thing it was? Vooch was the one that showed it to me, sorry. I wasn't sitting down waiting for it. But the beautiful thing is I've already got plans, great things that I'm excited about. So because I'm so excited about my personal plans and the things that I'm creating, what I'm missing out on is I'm giving off some decent energy and some great content where other people are going, hold on a minute. That's so sick. We should help him upscale what he's doing. But I'm not even aware that's happening because I've got plans that are going to be executed in 2021. But because I keep working, someone goes, all right, let me help you upscale it. And that's what I'm saying.
But this is why I need an operation in my brain. Because when I'm by myself, and it's me and my brain, we're having a meeting. I'm in a suit. I'm like, okay, what are we doing?
My brain's like, I'm just gonna go for a walk.
I went the other day. I decided I'm gonna just I want to do this. I decided I woke up, so I want to be a YouTuber. I watched Chunks, Sharky, and all those guys. So I want to do this. I want to have a Specs Gonzalez TV show.
Got you.
Let me do my thing.
I'm sorry about this.
Let's go. Oh, that's cool.
What happened?
Go on.
So I'm sitting, I'm like, yeah, I'm ready.
You're gonna do it.
I went and watched RoboCop highlights. No, RoboCop highlights on YouTube.
Yeah.
The film's over an hour.
Yeah.
On YouTube, 16 minutes.
To this so much.
I'm watching RoboCop. I'm like, oh, this is sick. Went to sleep.
Now, what you have to accept right there, then,
Specs, you're enjoying.
what you have to
I
now
do
accept,
hear that.
and what he has to accept right now, since he relates to it so much,
I do relate to it.
is you're lazy. But there's nothing wrong with
Ain't
that.
nothing wrong with it.
There's absolutely nothing
They're
wrong
saying
with that.
some companies, right?
But that is what you are.
No,
and
it's
that's
not
not
lazy.
a bad thing.
It's not lazy.
Honestly, I don't think
It's my brain telling me
Yeah, go on.
we need to plan, and I'm looking at my brain like, no, you're not ready to talk to me today.
Exactly.
No, that's what it is.
Yeah, so you're lazy. But it's
It
cool.
can't be lazy.
I understand where you're coming from.
Because it depends on from what perspective you look at it. Obviously, from like making money and being successful, I think you definitely need a plan. I think that makes sense. I think if you're not overly bothered, or I don't know, maybe not as motivated by that, you're not as.
Let me show you reality, because I know what you're
plan.
saying.
Do you know
What
what I
you're
mean?
saying is beautiful. Like, I wish it would exist in a surreal
But it
world.
does, like we're living.
If you were 12 years old, if you were 12 years old with no responsibilities, you actually can do what you want.
Still.
You see, when you're like 25 and over, and then you might have a house to pay for, or you have added responsibilities like a mobile phone or Sky Sports, you are now in a situation where you have to take certain things serious because you have responsibilities. If you didn't want to take things serious, don't take on the responsibilities. Do you understand where I'm coming from?
What if you're still making it work and life is going all right without a big plan, and you're still
but then now you're eradicating. You're being ignorant. You're eradicating the possibility of a plan, how life can go with a plan. I'm not saying it needs to be a 10-year plan.
It can be.
It can be a 6-month plan, but it has to be some type of plan. You have responsibilities. I don't know how you can function every day with financial responsibilities with no plan.
Let me ask you.
It's a very dangerous place to operate in.
We were at football.
Yeah.
I came up to Vuj. I said, Vuj, remember Vuj? This is about a year ago. I said, Vuj, fire, man. Like this filming stuff and that. Like, what do you think? Like, I was thinking about starting the channel and da da da. I said, Vuj, like, what are you on? Like, when especially with finances and stuff. What's gonna happen if everything stops? You know what he said to me? He said, Specs, I'll just get a job. And that, for me, stopped all my overthinking. If worse comes to worse, like you're saying, jobs stop coming in, Poet and Vuj decide to move to Serbia and not see me again, I'll go and work at Tesco's.
Oh, so you're not?
Because I know someone that works there.
You're not lazy then. You just don't care about this job that much.
I just think. I just
think in Selfridges.
I just think
off shelves. It wasn't great, to be fair.
I don't care, like, as much as there's a lot of people around me that care about me being successful and all that
more than you do.
But I'm like,
fair enough.
I'm like,
I hear you.
Like, people say it's lazy, but I'm just like.
But then why are you flirting with it then?
Because
that means you haven't made the decision within your mind, and you're doing this thing where it's like, I want to do it, I don't. I want to do it, I don't.
I mean, it's about accepting that everyone's different, and that's it. And like,
no, but you can't accept everyone's different if you're part of other people's plans. This is what I'm trying to say to you. Like, it's selfish thinking. Watch this. Watch this. 2-0. Watch this.
Brilliant goal.
If you are part of plans with people that are serious and they help you and they invest time within you, but you're not serious about it and you haven't informed them, that means the people in the team have a misconception of the direction you're going in. So I feel like if you're ever part of anything, it always helps if everyone's on the same page. And Liverpool's a prime example of that, just not today, right now. But in the past, they've been a prime example of, you can have all the quality in the world, but if you lot are not on the same page, you might lose 6-1 and Jose Mourinho is laughing. So I'm saying, what you've got to do is, if that's how you feel about that, you should just immerse yourself with the people, like Vuj said, that are on the same similar pattern, so that way you never get into problems. Because I think some of the problems that arise is when people say, oh, me and you are working on something, and then I'm more passionate than you, and then a time comes where it's like, the passion's going to be questioned, I'm upset, you're like, it's not that bad. Now it's more serious than it needed to be. Do you understand where I'm coming from? So I would say, do get a plan and understand what you're doing, so you know how to position yourself in everything.
I think also as well,
this is bad.
I've developed some serious trust in myself.
Good.
As well.
Now I like this now.
So, like, for example, I remember when I used to do music, I had the same thing, on, off. You know, one day I remember I was in Aftershock, Go Radio with Bruce and that, and the next week I'm like, yeah, you man, I'm coming, and I don't go. Like, I was just funny like that. But then one day I woke up and I made a tune about my girlfriend at the time. And that was a big deal. The lockdown song. Tune. I made that in 2006.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I feel like I can wake up tomorrow and say, right, you know what, Specs? This is what I'm gonna do, and I'll do it.
Now, that's how I feel about you and you. That's how I want you lot to understand. You lot are so sick.
Nah, I do hear you.
You lot could do 3 jobs a year and you're fine. I swear to God. And what you would make if you was working retail, you could make from, like, say you would work in retail the whole year, you lot could do 3 jobs and make 3 times that amount and have more time to chill.
Totally. I do get what you're saying.
Do you know what I'm coming from? You'd have much more time to chill.
I think it is funny though. I hear you with the brain thing, because sometimes I'm like, yeah, I could do this thing and that thing. And then I'll just be on YouTube and be like, oh, this video is sick. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, oh, bro, it's so funny. And then I'm like, the next one. And I'm like, oh my God, I've opened 5 tabs. Yeah. And each tab is something I really want to watch. I'm like, I could do this thing. Oh, but there's 5 tabs. It's mad. But I think that's just sometimes my brain as well. I try to sit with it as well.
Yeah.
What it is, I can't be alien to that. I've done that. Right like now, on the laptop, I've got Amazon Prime open on it's hard, bro. I've got Netflix open on probably Fresh Prince. Yeah. Like, I'm just as bad. I'm not gonna.
I started doing laundry though. Do you know what I mean? Laundry, washing dishes. Took me 28 years.
Go away.
Got there in the end. Do you know what I mean? Away, man. But it feels good, just like those little things, just to make the house tidy.
I asked Lumos today to teach me how to cook.
You know, it's nice. I want to learn how to cook as well.
I've got a book.
I can't be.
Yeah. I'm with you on that. Is it? Look what I've got. Yeah. I advise you to get it.
Guys, if you can't cook, man, you have to swear out. Well, you don't have to swear. You don't have to swear out.
You have to cook.
Like, I think cooking is important because
I started working out.
Is it?
Not working out, but like, you know, like in the park.
I've definitely never
calisthenics. You know calisthenics, the bar things. It's hard. Really hard. Small progress. Very small progress.
This is the book. I promise you. I advise you not to get this.
Original flavour, Caribbean.
Original flavour.
Craig and Sean.
There's no way I'll get. There's no way as an African I'm getting a Caribbean flavour.
Why not?
Where's the? He's not gonna show me. Is he showing about talking about jollof?
You know, I'm originally
I know
from West Africa.
I know.
That's good. Link in the description below. Amazon.co.uk.
Originally from West Africa. My friend done a test the other day. He is 21% Nigerian.
You know what's mad? I did my DNA test, right? And all of our DNAs, technically, I mean, the earliest that they can record are maybe one of the whatever pieces of DNA is East Africa. Everyone. Even East me, Africa. Like a part of my, ancestors are. Humanity comes from East Africa, the cradle of civilization.
That's where my family's from.
East Africa, probably
even go back to Ethiopia,
even Trump and them, and everyone's actually East African.
Donald Trump, yeah.
We should all just. That's why I don't understand. People just can't get along. Do you know what I mean?
No, in my world, we will get along.
We all get along, you know.
Trust me, we get along in my world, boy.
But yeah, apparently we all are. And then they travel, and then the tribes, and then someone makes a flag and does this flag, and then the church comes, and this guy says we're this, and then this guy says we're this, and then YouTube comes along and tells you this, and then Gucci tells you to wear a dress. It's all mad. Do you know what I mean?
Now that is the truth. That's the truth. Like, you're told to do so much things you have no. That's why I want you lot. That's why I can't lie. From this, I do want you to make a plan, because you know what? There's so many things. And as people, we're so impressionable. There's so many things to sway your thinking. Something as simple as YouTube.
Can I just tell you this as well?
Make a plan.
I just developed this big passion.
What is it?
Of becoming a soldier.
Okay,
but I'm going to tell you why.
Go on.
Who you think?
Yesterday, and don't tell no one this, people. But yesterday, I started crying watching Soldiers Homecoming.
And when they come home, innit, from Iraq.
They come home from...
the dog's wagging the tail.
The dog's going mad.
The children are
the
really
whole
excited.
family are crying.
Yeah.
And they're just hugging everyone. That made me cry yesterday.
Amazing.
It does make... I've cried a couple of times over those videos.
So you cry from people coming from killing people, going back...
Nah, I didn't look at it like that. I looked at it like...
we're in the West, so it seems like they're coming from a heroic journey. Yeah. I'm not looking at it like that. In my head, I'm like, these are heroes, man.
I ain't looking at the guy like the soldier. But I'm looking at, like, for example, a son or a daughter at a graduation, chatting, but the dad pops up behind as a surprise.
Dramatic.
But he's on the video saying congratulations on the projector. She's looking. She wipes a little tear, turns around. I want to do that.
Yeah, I want a moment like that. It'll be nice one
But
day.
you had a moment like that when you came out of prison?
Yeah,
it wasn't long enough. It wasn't long enough.
So what were you doing before prison?
I did the PE teaching and football coaching.
So you were a PE teacher, football coach, right?
Like top football coach. One of my players just signed for Sporting Lisbon. Big up Thiago Gusto.
So where did you train Thiago Gusto?
I trained him at a team called London Bari. That was my team. So basically, Me and a good friend of mine, Stephen and Brennan, Martin Lovejoy. Martin had the PE
You
business.
love Martin Lovejoy. You always talk about Lovejoy. Of course.
Brennan had the football business, so I was working with them. And me and Steve we had loads of teenagers, and yeah, we just had a team who was in the EGA league, tough league. Yeah, man, I was doing my courses. I've got like badges when it comes to football. So that was my thing. My thing was football and PE teaching. That was my job. You know what I mean? But then the jail came. The jail thing was a joke, but it's my fault. Again, you know, that's why point might be right. You see, jail, I was lazy. My good friend is Neil Kinnock, former leader of one of the Labour parties somewhere. You heard of him, Neil Kinnock? Yeah? Good friend of mine. Right? Because his grandson was my left winger. So when I was going through court, I didn't tell none of the people. I didn't tell anyone what I was going through. I didn't care. Every day, remember, I went to court a year before I went to jail. So I'm going Crown Court, got to wear a suit, stand. Now when you go Crown Court, it's just talking from 9 to 5. Because it's your case, experts with this stuff. I'm just there, just waiting for it to finish. I can go play football manager. It got serious when the judge was like, all right, I'm thinking about putting you in jail. I said, whoa. So now I want to go back to week 1 so I can listen to what was going on. I didn't take nothing.
You proper no rules.
I didn't. For me, I'm working. I don't have a criminal record. Yeah, I don't have no problem with the police. And I'm working with kids, and I was paying taxes at the time as well. I can't go to jail.
You thought everything was calm.
I'm wearing glasses. I can't go to jail.
And this is the reasons why I'm just like, pay a bit of attention to detail, so you can guarantee certain things don't happen. You can never guarantee anything.
No, but I want to go again.
You want to go jail again?
I want to go again. If you're telling me I can go to jail, come out, meet Point and Vuj, and they go make me buy Munich, and let me go again tomorrow. Exactly.
How did you find jail though? How was the experience of being in jail?
I think the first 2 weeks was like shock, because I expected Neil Kinnock to call me and be like, listen, this is a mess. You're coming home tomorrow. That's what I expected. But I think...
When did you realise, okay, I'm here for a little bit, you know?
So in jail, you have induction week.
Well, like school almost.
You have induction week in jail.
Mad.
Like, this is good for me. So I remember after induction week, when they moved me on the wing, straight away someone was like, "Oh, third," like my real name. So I looked and I was like, "Rah, these are the boys from the ends that I forgot about." You know, you got guys in your area. Yeah. They used to see all the time. They've gone missing, but you forgot until you see them in jail.
Mad.
They've tried to do a move or something and they're gone. Yeah. So I see him. I see everyone. And everyone, the vibe and energy in there, I didn't understand. It's like, what? It's just life. It's like going into a rave.
What?
Yeah.
No, but I'm with you because they try and paint people in prison to be these horrible. They're not that fam. Specs. Maybe you come to the house and smash up my stuff, but you're not a horrible person. But yeah, man.
And how?
What was that? Was that me or you?
So what's saying is that you obviously went. Salah.
Oh, flipping hell.
Salah.
Liverpool play different rules.
So what are you saying? So if induction week happened, you see the people that you haven't seen in a while, and then what?
So I'm walking around. I'm talking to everyone's coming over to talking to me. There was just this energy where I was trying to work out why you guys why is there a vibe here? Why is this a vibe? Table tennis, pool, kicking a bit of ball, everyone, music, everyone was just on and I couldn't understand. So for me, it was like, all right, I need to figure this out. So that made me chill. And then I think a week after, 2 weeks after I started, after about a month, I started getting used to the routine. It started getting more fun. Remember, I wasn't in a prison like Belmont. There's some jails where you're just on 23-hour bang up. So I know sitting in those in those, those little rooms, I know you can go mad in that. But I'm in Thameside. I don't know if it's still the same. But for me, it was just like Butlins. It wasn't jail. I'm talking to you about a jail that has 3G Astro.
What the hell?
It's got 3G Astro, bro.
The ends just got it the other day.
Exactly.
Right.
And I'm talking to you, this is 2014, 2015. Like, this is... So, there's a league, there's a tournament, the officers are refs, they got the league. I'm like, huh? I'm seeing the officers bringing in Chinese and pizza. This is not joke. This is a joke. This is like some rehab for me. This is like a trick. Because I expected to go Joe and see a wedgie, beef. Obviously, beef is beef, but I just didn't expect to see what I saw. And it was a vibe. But I'm not saying you should go there. Yeah, I'm not saying you should go there. It's just my experience. There's no...
Because of the person that you are. And like I said, you get a lot of good measures because of you're a good person, Specs.
And people like me. People... I didn't have a break in it. People... You know like how I am now? Now, I'll walk Shoreditch and people come over to me and just chat. Yeah. And I will chat. Yeah. I will chat. Yeah, I've always got... yeah, you know what I mean? I will chat. They'll ask me, oh, what happened with Miles? You know me. I've got a story to tell them. I've always got...
Wait, I still got a score
what?
Again.
3-1 again. What a game.
So, people kept coming over to me like, yeah, man, talking to me about their case. And this, that. And then I was giving them advice.
Amazing.
So now, when the officers started seeing that, oh, you know what? Specs is really helping people here. They said to me, right, cool, we're going to give you a room every Thursday. They're going to send me inmates. The inmates sit down. I sit on the table. They tell me their story or their pain. And I chat to them. And
that's
I was...
amazing,
so you were almost like a therapist.
Amazing,
almost.
Yeah.
With no qualification, but it shows you don't even need it sometimes to help people out, man.
Yeah, I was just...
You're a producer with no qualifications.
Exactly.
But you got to remember, I remember there was one guy, yeah? I remember there was one guy, obviously, he was fighting a lot and he was just doing this gang stuff. And I remember his thing was like, Specs, I don't squash beef. Wow. And I remember saying to him, bro, that's cool. You know, let's go keep fighting. But what else can we do? And for me, when I saw him change, that was like, I was like, yeah.
But what did he do?
He just started, like obviously he was so focused on beef and not being a dickhead and all this rubbish, that when I showed him that there's more than life than just not going around proving that you're not a dickhead, and he saw that, he didn't care about it. He realized that dickhead thing don't exist. Do you see what I'm saying? A lot of these guys who make bad decisions just focus on this small little bubble, and it's just like, no. But if they take themselves out of that bubble for 2 seconds, they realize it's nothing.
You're not so crazy. That's all of us.
Yeah.
That's what's so crazy.
Yeah.
All we know today is what we know. And then someone presents you something new. People present me something new all the time. Sometimes my ego's so big I can't even carry it. I'm like, whatever, man. A couple of days later, I'm phoning for you. She's like, maybe you were right. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But it happens.
It just happens, isn't it?
Fam. It happens.
But as long as, listen, anybody, like I said, me and you had an argument in Dubai. I remember saying to you, don't talk to me again. And
I spoke to you 10 minutes later.
Yeah, obviously, Poet's talking to me. In my mind, I'm not talking to Poet again. Poet's talking to me, and I'm thinking to myself, what am I doing, man? I'm upset. Cool, I can say that, but it's not. It doesn't matter. It's not that deep.
Yeah,
so take yourself out of that bubble. You know what I mean?
But
yeah, jail for me was just, again, it's just like just looking around, just adapting, and just realizing it's not as bad as I first thought. But again, that's that jail I was at. Like, you go Belmarsh where there's 3 people in the cell. Oh, it's a bit more different. It's a different ball game, and then you're in there with different people. People who are dealing with different. I felt like my jail was young. It was just a lot of kids, a lot of, you know what I mean. But remember in school, year 7, when if you was the best player, everyone was your friend. As soon as I played football, let me tell you this now. As soon as I played football, and the next day I went on movement, I walked out to go work. Everybody treated me like a god because I could play ball.
Yeah, you're really good at football.
But Paul, I scored a goal. So that's the pitch. Around the pitch is everyone's cell. Yeah, I score.
It's like Gladiator.
It's like Gladiator.
That's more pressure than bloody Chunks missing that penalty the other day.
I score a half volley. I'll never forget this. A half volley. Boom. Top bins. To me, in my mind, that's the crowd. I'm in the stadium. That's the crowd.
Yeah.
For me, I was like, oh, you know what? I'll do 4 more years in jail. Just because of that.
Because of that moment.
That moment. To score a half volley and that reaction.
You lived in such... That's such a different reality, man.
And that's what I find like really interesting about jail. People are restricted from so much things that it maybe makes you appreciate the things that you wouldn't even appreciate if you was just out in life. If that makes any sense. Oh my God, it's 4.
What is happening in football?
Football's
Arsenal are not involved in the bullshit though. That's all I'm saying. My manager's got jepped like hair.
Wait, I was cut this out. This one part. I was
Yeah.
going to say.
Keep it. Why not?
No. That's cool. I'm saying, are you allowed to say what happened with why you went into jail?
Of course. Yeah. I went to Vooch. You know why I went to jail?
Because I know what happened, but I don't know if people know. I don't know if you're allowed to share your story.
Oh, of course. I'll share my story.
Okay.
I went to jail for not saying sorry. That's the only reason I went to jail.
In which way?
So basically, I got my charge was dangerous driving to cause serious body harm. Right? But the judge said to me, obviously people get charged with that, I don't go to jail. But because I argued on the last day, what I was supposed to do was go there and say sorry. But this is the trick for me. The accident happened here. I'm not gonna lie, I know where the accident happened. I wasn't drunk or nothing. I don't drink, don't smoke. I'm cool. I know where the accident happened. In court, they played it as the accident happened at a junction, where it didn't. It happened after the junction. So I argued where the accident happened. They saw it as, you're not showing no empathy here. So basically, what they're saying to me is, whatever they tell you in crime court, accept it and say sorry, and you're done.
And this is the reasons why I say
you reckon
people
you
like
would have been left off? Sorry.
Of course.
But I'm glad you didn't though. I'm glad you didn't.
Yeah, I kind of. You know what?
I know it's
God.
Yeah,
I don't know if you believe in whatever powers, God, energy. Even though you did the right thing. You spoke up for what you felt was at that moment. They're telling you this, but you're like, nah, it's this. Cool. You don't say sorry. You go down. How much did you go down for? 6 months.
You want to hear the joke? I bought Nilkin that came as a character reference when I got sentenced. The judge thought, whoa, what's going on here? Because I told when I got found guilty, he said, I'm gonna send you to a probation officer for 2 weeks and then come back. So I didn't go to jail straight away. He goes, you've got 2 weeks to get your references and stuff so I can decide what I want to do with you, because I'm 50-50 whether to put you in jail or not. For whoa, this is serious. So that's when I've contacted Neil Kinnock.
You contacted him, yeah.
Neil Kinnock's come in. Him and the judge are talking. The judge was like, looking at me like, why didn't you bring this guy from day one? But again, I didn't care, didn't take it seriously. But now I am, because I heard jail. So he goes, all right, because you brought Neil Kinnock in, I was going to give you 30 months in jail. But I'm going to half it to 15. I was that in for good behaviour. 3 months on tag.
So for a sorry, you potentially didn't go in at all. You end up getting Kinnock because you were too busy playing Football Manager at home normally.
Yeah, watching Robocop highlights and stuff.
Eventually you do get Kinnock in. You nearly get 30 months, but you brought him in as almost like a substitute. He saves the day for you, sort of. You get 15, obviously good behaviour, you get 4 months in the end. What a story. And you come out and you become one of...
I come out and Neil Kinnock says, right, I've got you a lawyer. We're gonna fight this case, but it means you have to go back in jail. I said, Neil, let him have it, it's cool. He said, what? He said, you can get compensation. I said, Neil, thank you, I'm good.
You just wanted to be done.
I just wanted to go out and DJ, and that's when I did my all-white party. That's all I wanted to do. I could have probably got money for that because I was treated wrong. But you know what? I don't give a shit.
But in Specs, you can take a look at that money. You can take a look at all the money you've made being Specs Gonzalez since then and say maybe that was a small price to pay for real freedom.
Oh, that's beautiful, man.
My life doesn't make sense. That's what I'm saying, and that's what I'm saying to you. When I look at my journey, it doesn't make sense. My journey is. Do you know what I forgot about? Do you know what I forgot about? And I've never said this on camera before. My mum died when I was 10 years old. I don't even care. I live with my auntie.
Thanks, man.
Paul. I'll keep it 100.
I hate you, man.
My auntie brought me up. Yeah, my mum's sister. My mum's got 9 sisters. My mum passed away in when I was 10 years old. I don't even think about it.
Just didn't.
My life, my mind and my life is I'm mad. I was thinking about this. I was thinking, I don't even the grave. I haven't been there, and I'm never gonna go there. I got my close friend saying, "Specs, nah, man, we're gonna go to the grave, build the stone and all that stuff. You go there, man. Take your kids there, show them at your mum." Nah.
What makes you not want to go there?
She's gone. If she come back, I'll go.
Specs.
Nah, bro, seriously. Bro, seriously.
Nah, man.
You tell me she's come back at Backlash. You know, like in wrestling back in the day when they used to say, when The Rock punched Stone Cold off the bridge, we thought, oh, Stone Cold has passed away. He come back. That was just part of the scene because he was getting married to Deborah. Me? If my mum's come back, I'll go to the grave tomorrow. Other than that, I don't see the point. There's nothing wrong with that.
Do you know what? To be fair, it's your situation. I can't tell you.
Yeah,
nothing.
exactly.
I can't tell you
exactly,
nothing, star. I can't tell you nothing.
And
Each to their own.
But did it happen?
Look at him, he's such an idiot.
Did it happen when you were 10? Do you remember that happening in that moment?
Oh, I remember everything. I remember everything. I remember like, just, this is why, like, I don't eat and I just got bare bad habits because my family, I was a sport kid. Do you remember? Everyone's looking like, oh, he's lost his mum. Let's just give him everything. And for me, that plays a role with me today. That's why I don't really care about that. Like that, I'm telling you, I could have got PS5 when I was 10.
You had the, obviously.
Yeah.
Link.
Yeah. Someone. Yeah. Yeah. That's how it was. Let him do what he wants. Let him do what he wants.
I can't even wrong them because the person you've come today, I'm proud to say, is one of my best friends. Yeah. So, do you know what I mean? If that's the recipe, of
my heart is good, but I don't care about a lot of things that people like would care about more than me.
But I understand if you're saying to me what you're saying to me about your personal life, then in an extension of anything else, I don't expect you to care that much.
But what a journey, man!
That's the journey.
I didn't know that about. So you live with
didn't
your
know that,
aunt? No.
Yeah, that's.
How about your pops?
Oh, my dad. Did I tell you what happened?
What?
He's here. Well, we've never seen each other before.
Okay. So your aunt raised you.
My aunt and my stepdad. My stepdad's a G. Come on, everyone knows him. He's a G. That's my stepdad and my aunt. I'll say my aunties because I stayed with a lot of different aunts over the years. But one of my main auntie that I'm with now, that's, and she's my mum because that's why I just I don't like. She's done a great job, so I don't really. But again, I was just like emotionally. For me to be watching soldiers coming home and a tear dropping down, thinking, "Wow, there's also that's definitely a connection somewhere." Do you get what I'm saying?
100 million%.
No, you have emotion in you, and I think you're one of the most golden-hearted people that I know.
So I'll think about my mum when I'm going through all this stuff. I'm like, that's cool. Back to watching Whose Line Is It Anyway?
So in a way, it almost gives you a motivation.
It gives you strength. Yeah. This is incredible.
Yeah, that's my serious story.
But when you were 10, how did you deal with it when you were 10?
The thing is hard because 10. I think 10 was like more of like because I'm young, I didn't really understand. But I think year 10, year 11 in school, I was bad. Like people that know that when I was in St. Aloysius, switching, fighting, crying all the time. It started to come out, especially on Mother's Day. Mother's Day when I was a teenager wasn't good for me. Didn't like it. So it was a bit hard during the teenage life. But again, with all my aunties and the family around me, my friends, that gave me that that support. But I think that today that's why
I can do the things I can kind of relate to you because I've got the only similar thing where I see where you're coming from, but not in that sense. No way as similar as that. It's just there are people in my life that I no longer have the ability to contact on demand like that. And because of that, it does make the day-to-day living quite difficult. But the added motivation is the appreciation for what I have. And like, whoa, although I don't have that, I could have been in a lot worse situation. I'm so blessed. And it's that added motivation of being so blessed and knowing I'm going to use that as a strength that kind of helps me. And that's what I'm sensing from you. That's your sort of motivation to do stuff. But sometimes when I look at the laziness, that's also could be the thing that influences you to just be like, the worst possible thing was that. So like, if it's not that bad, who even gives a damn? I'll just chill out. Do you know what I mean?
In a way that's similar. I feel in a way I totally understand your perspective.
Yeah.
I respect poets. One of the most hardest working people.
Facts.
And he's helped me out. He's helped you out. He recognises talent I had like so many people. So we have to, I think, all say poet's a legend for what he's done. But I think you have to understand also. Maybe I'll say for my situation, maybe Specs is as well. Like I come from a war zone. Like it could have been so much worse. And then sometimes you can say maybe that should motivate you more. But then it's like I did that, and then I experienced more madness when I came here, moving around a lot, going to schools. I was like, I remember like I was the first person to get a job out of I think when I left secondary school, I was like, now I'm getting a job 16. So it's not that I'm lazy. I went Hollister. I built the first Hollister in Brent Cross. They were making us do the shelves, all that stuff. Like Christmas, I was like, my boys were like, why are you, like some of my friends from school, like, what, you're working? I was like, yeah, but when I'm going to second, sixth form, I want to work as well. So I went there and I was doing like Diesel. Obviously, shout out to Diesel when they let me go because of my tweets about the riots. That's another story. But then, you know what I'm saying? Like, it's not that I'm not hard working. But then when I came into this, I remember, bro, no plan. Yeah. I danced on the street, did the horizontal. There was no plan. Someone called me, do you want to be in the band video? I was like, the band, just where I've heard it. The band, what's this song? Oliver Twist. I heard this at uni. I was like, yeah, I'll be in this song. We got paid like $150. It's my first invoice. I remember someone was like, send your invoice. I was like, what's an invoice? I was like, calling my boy, like, bro, I got to send an invoice. Like, what do I do? Like, what do I put on an invoice? Do you know what I mean? And then that happens. And then I do Bricka Bricka. I did it. There was no money in YouTube then as well. So that's like, when I'm starting, I'm like, this isn't a career for me. I'm just doing this because I want to have fun. And then the Bricka Bricka happens. That leads to something. Then Poet was like, I see a tweet about football. I was like, yeah. He's like, you might get paid for this. I was like, wow, that sounds cool. Like, yeah, I'll do it. And then that happens, and I come up with FIFA and Chill. That happens. So many. Obviously, we've got this channel now. It's like, there's never really been, like, for me personally, a plan, and it's always worked out.
Yeah, but
when like
you've eradicated one major thing from that situation. You didn't do it by. Put it this way. Say,
now, of course, like, to do something needs a plan.
No, but not even that.
But I think
this
like,
whole
sometimes it just happens.
No, but this whole jerk. But again, you can't eradicate one thing, and no one's allowed to. There's other people involved.
No, of course.
So if you eradicate that what you're saying, put it this way: someone around you had to work hard. Someone.
That doesn't mean I wasn't working hard.
No.
I did it in my way.
Hear me out. Someone around you, and I'm not saying
my parents worked hard. My dad worked hard.
Look. Trust me, Vuj. I don't speak from an ignorant place. I don't speak from a place about.
I feel like you have to accept that people.
I'm not. No.
What they do differently.
But Vuj, this is what you need to accept. I'm not ignorant to what I'm talking about.
I would think never. You are.
All right. So understand this. You've got where you've got to because you're very talented. I would never deny that. You've got where you got to because you're very talented. But whether you like what I'm saying or not. If you think that's the only thing that allows you to be successful,
I don't think it is.
All right. So the other thing, because it's black and white, the other thing that allows talent to be a success is application. So if you don't apply yourself somewhere, someone around you might apply themselves to allow you to be in a situation to do something. And then you can apply yourself at that point. It's happened to me bare times. I don't apply myself. I'm doing what I'm doing. Someone gives me the opportunity and goes, Po, do you want to work on this? I'm like, all right, let me apply myself here and see what happens. More things come up at the back of it. Fully. You spoke about football on Twitter. I phoned you and said, yo, can we go to this? If I didn't phone you, maybe that doesn't happen. Maybe you don't make FIFA and Chill. But because that did happen, and within that process, someone had to make sure there was application. At that point, it was Copper 90. We didn't do nothing. We just turned up and they were applying themselves. It meant that we didn't do much. So what we could do is, what I'm saying is, let's be that now. Let's be the thing that applies yourself.
No, I don't disagree with that.
What happens is in life now, you can create the opportunity where it's, I don't really want to work hard, if I'm honest with you. I just want to chill. But I have to earn that. You have to earn that.
But what about if I'm happy right now?
You are.
With the way things are now.
But you're not in control of the way things are right now. If we're being totally honest, somebody pays you. And
but that's the only. But
I don't disagree.
So this is what I'm saying to you.
So then you've got to figure out what you want to do. Because you can't say this journey and this has happened because that doesn't. No, but Paul,
what I don't understand is but what I don't understand is whether you pay me or not. This is me.
No, I'm fully aware of that.
So obviously, I know everybody needs money to survive. I get it. That's standard, whether I'm here or not. So why do I have to make that the priority in this journey? Let me show you now.
Because you're not in control of the income and what's going on, eventually someone might go, I don't want to do this no more. Then you can still do what you're doing, but you see the luxuries of the finances you get, which give you time to do what you want, you'll no longer have that luxury. So you'll have to find a source of income elsewhere. But how hard?
I've done that before.
So then you could have to go back to that, and you have to ask yourself right now, the life where I worked 5 days a week, 9 to 5, or a life where I can work 5 days a week and within that day work 2 hours. You gotta ask yourself, do you prefer being this person now, or the person when you were working? And if it's the person when you were working, by all means, go work then. But if it's this person, you've got to figure out a way to sustain this lifestyle because someone is sustaining it for you right now. And if they walk away, then you're going to have to go back to working again.
Yeah, but it's only...
Does that make sense?
Yeah, I hear you, but it's what you're saying is just finances. Do you see what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying.
But I'm saying the finances is good because it allows you to have the thought process you have right now.
No, I had a bit. Okay, so watch this. The basketball video. I threw the ball, the basketball hit the ceiling, hit my face, whatever, quick went viral.
I know.
That was when I was working in the schools.
I know that, but do you know why I say your thought process is different? What are you doing tomorrow morning if you was working 9 to 5?
What am I doing tomorrow morning?
If you was working 9 to 5?
I'll go work in the schools.
But tomorrow morning, you can wake up at 2 p.m. if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Do you want to lose that privilege?
Do I want to lose the privilege of sleeping and losing my sleep time?
And you can make more money.
See, I don't think like that.
I hear you.
So
my
like
thing is,
don't wait to be in a problem and think, oh my God, what do I do now?
What you're saying is absolute facts. If I want to like live like the way I'm living, I might as well go and be the best so I can live like this forever. That's facts.
But if you don't want to live this life,
I think with me and Vuj, I think we don't care.
I hate
if we have to go and wake up and work tomorrow.
And
that's the thing.
Do you know the truth
but I hear you.
Do you know the truth is?
I might hate it, but then I get used to it.
Yeah. I'll be honest with you.
I hear you.
I don't believe both of you. I believe if you had to make the transition, you would adapt because you're types of people that have lived loads of... you'd adapt. But you see, after 4 years,
survivors,
when everyone's doing what they're doing, and you have to now compare your lifestyle, that's when I would want to know what you'll be like. It's easy to say everything right now because you haven't lived it. You see, when you live it and then you compare it...
I try not to compare though, in general.
Yeah, but you have no choice because you're human, so you're naturally gonna go.
Yeah, but you can also
this time
be
last year I was here, and this time this year I'm here. But then also, that's a comparison.
But then there's also like finding the silver lining in whatever happens. Like whatever happens in my life, I find a silver lining because I have to, because that's just the way my life has been.
I would say
if I concentrated on some of the bad shit that happened right now, I'd be.
But I'm not asking you to be that black and white. I'm saying to you take control of your life.
I do agree. That's why now
don't leave your life to just take control.
That's why I wake up early now. I'm training. Like I eat healthy. I'm doing the dishes and the laundry, and eventually that will motivate me to do other things.
But you know what it is as well. You know what it is as well.
I think it's a balance as well.
It's funny you say that because the way
I think you're a workaholic, so I would say you're over hard. But you know what I'm saying?
I agree.
I think you need to. We might need to maybe just. Step up a bit.
But okay, Vuj, let me tell you this.
I think it's a balance.
Alright, let me tell you this.
There's bad in the good in the bad.
Alright, let me tell you this then. With what's going on in the world today,
and how do we even know what's gonna happen?
You see me? You see with everything that's happening in the world, I am not taking anything seriously. Today I went into an Italian restaurant. They said I got to wear a mask.
Wait, what happened?
Specs.
You know what I said?
What did you say? You have what's it?
Panaponi.
Panaponi. I'm finished. We have to finish this podcast.
Do you know what he said to me? do you know what he said to me? The guy said to me? The guy said to me, can you come outside? I want to speak to you. I don't want to speak to you in front of my customers. So no worries. Come outside. I said, boss, I've got panaphobia. Serious face. I'm looking at him. He said, you still need your mask? No. I can die. He said, my ex-wife had panaphobia. That's what he said. I said, boss man, panaphobia doesn't exist. How do you expect it? I just made it up.
So you made up a thing.
So when he realized shit, he had to let me in about a mask. Fuck out of here, man.
No, but for real, if anybody does have any anxieties or doesn't feel good about wearing a mask, you can go on the Gov website and get an exception form.
I'll wear a mask. Vuj, I'll wear a mask. Vuj, do you know why I wasn't wearing a mask?
I wear it in the
because every time I put my mask in my pocket and I go and take my phone out, my phone rings, the mask ends up in the puddle on the floor. Yeah. And it's gone. So, and I'm hungry. So what am I going to do? Go around looking for a mask. So let me go in there and eat, please.
Listen, when the people that are making the rules are not wearing masks.
But you know what? I've liked this conversation. I think it's been a strange one, but a fun one. You never know what to get with Specs, but Specs, you honestly are.
This is the most
one
serious.
Of my. It is. You still weren't serious.
No,
but you were serious.
Everything I told you, honestly, that's me being dead drop serious.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Everything.
That's the first time I said spoke about my mum. Come on.
No, but I think what you said about your mum was, thank you for sharing.
Rest in peace, mama.
Rest in peace. But thank you for sharing that. Obviously, you haven't shared that before. The prison story as well about you going to prison and how you still wear specs that we all love in prison and help people out. You still help people in prison.
I've dealt people.
Do you know what I mean? And maybe that's the biggest lesson of this all is to help and to try and enjoy what we're living, because we never know what's going to happen tomorrow. And also do work hard when, you know, you feel like it.
And I want to thank you guys. Honestly, I want to thank you guys because, you know, I've got a lot of close friends that, you know, are around me, and they obviously tell me what they think of me in this class. But you guys, like, No Rule Show, you know, that's obviously Poet's channel, is giving me the, you know, the space to go and be myself. Everyone come through. I killed Critical about how you can't zoom out when you look at his pictures. But he wants to come on the show.
It's good.
Do you know what I mean?
It's beautiful, bro.
So just
He's
having,
having
just above everyone, like having the Steve-O's, the Harrys, everyone on Filthy. It's just also it's a blessing in the sky, not in disguise.
That's a proper.
Do you know what I mean? Because you'll see, like, look at the other day when Steve-O done his snap thing. We were celebrating. We all celebrate for each other. Yeah. That energy is just.
And the new people that are on Lippy,
the new people
Northwest
that are on. Let me see. Yeah, look at that.
Bro.
That's.
I'm gonna give you yours a bit sweet, by the way.
What?
I'm giving yours.
Why are you giving me the why?
You're getting one as well.
Well, what we'll do with it? Well, all right, Paul. I don't have a bed right now, and you want to give me a plaque?
Specs. And literally, it's so funny you got rid of your bed. I've been thinking about getting rid of my bed and getting a sofa bed thing. And I used to sleep on the floor. Remember my old yard? You used to see me in it. Tottenham High.
If me and you live, you know what
we should do?
We should film me and you just living together
for a week.
But I think
oh my god!
The amount of philosophical conversations we'd have would be insane. I think we'd crack the matrix.
We will change the way the world is today.
I do love you, bruv. No, I do love you.
I ain't got a bed,
bruv. I remember that, bruv. This is what crazy.
Now, when you called me and I said I just woke up, I'm still on the floor.
Spectre, give a duvet with your feet on my table. I believe you haven't got a bed, yes.
No, but do you know why I ain't got a bed?
I can relate to you so much, Specs.
My auntie said she wants to do a room. Can I contribute in her getting a bed and a wardrobe? I said, no, don't waste your money.
Just take my bed.
Take my bed and wardrobe. I went out. But in my mind, this is going to take months. I came back. There was nothing in the room.
Your aunt is on job. Aye.
Was that Fanta?
No, the one I live with. Our big Auntie Fanta. The one I live with, I'm not going to say her name because she said she doesn't want to be baited up. But she took the bed and the wardrobe. And I was thinking, oh man, I wish my mum was there.
Do you think you deal with potential pain with laughter?
What do you mean? No, I love laughing. Laughing
is like, oh, you're my god, I love you.
I love jokes. I will always.
That's like me. I've had some serious things happen in my life, and I make a joke out of it.
Poet and Tigo.
And then you have to laugh, right?
Poet, Tigo, and Weezy have grabbed me by the throat and said, "Bro, no,
hard, isn't it? My brain.
I want to tweet some stuff that
your brain, right? You can't stop the brain, like. But I have tried to stop it. I can't lie because it goes mad in here, bruv. But that's life, isn't it? I guess I don't know. It's mad.
I don't take nothing serious still, but I will. I might. I'll think about it. But I might, as Poet said today, just go up a bit,
and I'll come down a bit.
No.
So I need to.
No, but you got empires. Yeah. Like yes, different. You got empires, but I'll got up. Me and Vuj got up a bit, but Vuj, we have to live together.
Alright, let's try and make it happen. Week. Come to my. I've got my. We can maybe fit in mine. We can.
Where are you? North London?
Yeah, totally. Yeah. Try something.
Yeah, but I want to live with Vuj. I want to see this.
Can't we try it?
I think if we live together, see that plan we got here.
It dropped. Hey, thank you for watching, hearing, listening. It's been an absolute pleasure, Specs. I mean, I don't know what to say, but I had a great time with you. Always have a great time with you. We should do that. Yeah, let's do something like get me on your show again or something. We'll do another one.
Yeah, Knowles has to come back. Knowles show has to come back.
It has to. One of the best shows.
I'm down. I want to get Filthy Fellas to come back on a Monday. We'll have Filthy at 5.
Incredible, bro.
Let's just go, man. Let's just go.
Can we get you on our channel more as well? Like,
of course.
Do you want to show on our channel?
Anything. Anything.
You should do the Euro Trash show with Vuj.
Oh, Euro Trash.
We'll talk.
You would love that, innit?
Yeah.
Remember Six Cetera?
Yeah, Six Cetera. But Euro Trash. Hello, everybody. Welcome to Euro Trash. Do you remember him?
Of course.
But imagine the football.
Oh, yeah, I'll do that. As long as Lulu's with me, I'll do it.
Lumos, you have to get hard. But guys, it's time.
Lumos is Lulu.
How long have you been going for? Like an hour?
Hour and 10.
Perfect. Thank you, Specs, man.
No problem.
Keep obviously check out Specs' socials. Subscribe, like, comment. Thank you guys for watching and subscribing. Check out this book, Cook It, the book, but the links in the description below. And Liverpool losing 4-1, so 2020, absolutely no rules.
It's gonna be 5-4 Liverpool.
Madness.
If it's 5-4,
yeah, I think we're done it. Beautiful. I really enjoyed that. It was really mad, but really.